I have to confess, there's not a ton for me to talk about with this week's show, which of course means that I'm probably going to uh, ramble on and on. Try not to, but you've been forewarned, or you should already know better. I guess the best way I could describe my thoughts about this week's show, honestly, is that it was just kind of a head scratcher. And what I mean is that I just don't understand why they did some of the things that they did. Now, keep in mind that as I watched this show, it didn't even dawn on me until the show got underway that Hell in a Cell was actually this upcoming Sunday. So, in general, I think the WWE has done a piss poor job of getting us, or at least me, anyways, ramped up and excited for their upcoming special event or pay per view on the network. I would have thought they would have wanted to compensate by really knocking it out of the park here. And like I said, just a lot of the things that they did left me scratching my head. Like, for example, right from the very beginning, you get the announcement that not only is Randy Orton versus John Cena going to happen at Hell in a Cell, but the winner of that damn match gets a future title shot against the WWE World Heavyweight Champion Brock Lesnar. Now, here's what I don't understand. Here's what I don't understand. Part of the whole purpose for giving Brock Lesnar the title shot at SummerSlam to begin with was because the Authority wanted the belt out of John Cena's hand and they were willing to do anything to accomplish that ultimate end. And that's what happened. So why in the fuck would Triple H, with any semblance of logic or reason or intelligence in his brain or his body at all, give John Cena a potential avenue or opportunity to get back the belt that back in July and August you were bound and determined to make sure that you were going to fucking take off of him? These are the inconsistencies and the wishy-washy stories and the fucking plot holes that you could drive Mack trucks through that frustrate the ever-loving fuck out of me. And no, this is not me overthinking it. This is the WWE failing to take enough pride in what the fuck they do to address these most basic and fundamental problems. Why in the fuck would you even create a situation where there's an opportunity for Cena to get his hands back on Lesnar and potentially that title? Why in the fuck would you do that? And then what else made me really scratch my head about this is when a lot of people are sitting there and thinking that this is going to lead to Orton versus Lesnar at a future fucking pay-per-view for the title. And what fucking universe are you living in that you think that that's actually going to be reality? And especially by the time you got to the end of this show, you would have hoped you would have figured things out enough to realize just how fucking stupid that train of thought is. If you think that the WWE right now has anything in their mind other than getting one more featured title match out of John Cena and Brock Lesnar, you're a fucking clown. Period. And you deserve to be talked up to like that because you should fucking know better by now. You only have limited dates left with Brock Lesnar. You only have limited matches with him as the champion. From the WWE standpoint, what the fuck do you think they're going to do? They're going to go with Orton and Lesnar? Orton, who's not really that much of a tremendous draw to begin with? Or you're going to go with fucking Cena and Lesnar again? From the WWE standpoint, it should be well established by now. They don't give a fuck whether or not you're tired of seeing it. Reference Orton and Cena probably main eventing Hell in a Cell. Yet another pay-per-view main evented by these two ass clowns. Of all the pay-per-views that these two ass clowns have main evented over the years, you would have thought this company would have at least had enough intelligence at some point in time to come up with an opportunity to have these two face off one-on-one at a WrestleMania. Dave Bautista has wrestled John Cena head-to-head one-on-one at WrestleMania more times than Randy Orton. That's how fucking stupid this company is when it comes to this rivalry, and in particular when it comes to John Cena. How does this make any fucking sense whatsoever? That you would create even an avenue or the slightest possibility for Cena to get a title shot and potentially get the belt back from Brock Lesnar? Why the fuck would you do that? And why would any fans think that anything else other than Cena winning that match on Sunday is going to happen? Either Cena beats him clean or Rollins interferes. Either way, it's going a certain direction that you're not going to fucking like. And then you get this thing with Big Show and Rusev, and Big Show pranks Rusev and drops the American flag down. Ha ha ha, kind of funny. And then Rusev gets ready to sit there and yank the flag down. And then here comes some guy, a troop, a soldier, a plant coming out of the damn crowd, and he gets kicked by Rusev. Why did the WWE think this was necessary to do? Why did they think that this was the right time or the right place to pull out the old plant running in to fucking get some heat on the heel? You didn't need to do this with Rusev. This was just kind of dumb. And then you've got Big Show coming out afterwards feeling guilty about it and in tears. And this is the type of shit that makes a Big Show look stupid. Again, why in the hell do you do this crap, WWE? I just don't get it. I did like when they had Orton and Cena have their little face down promo or whatever, and out comes freaking, not Cena, Cena, and out comes Paul Heyman. You get the fucking idea. And you have Randy Orton, RKO, both of them. Good shit. And at least we actually saw Heyman, closest to a representation of your world championship you're going to get at this fucking point in time. You know, and Orton RKO is both of them. It's what the fuck he should do. It's what he should do. As far as Ambrose and Rollins and what happened with them throughout the night, I loved Mick Foley's appearance. It was a nice surprise to me because I wasn't paying attention ahead of time to know whether or not it had been spoiled on the internet. And, you know, he's talking about Hell in a Cell. And he's emphasizing that these guys think they know what the fuck they're getting into, and they don't know what the fuck they're getting into. But I love the way Foley did this. And this is how you know just how great of a talker Foley always has been and always will be. He could not cut a promo for 15 years, come out, and cut one of the best promos you've ever heard. He found a way to make it personal. He found a way to get over the gimmick. He found a way to get himself over just enough to make sure that he got the point across while at the same time making sure that the primary focus and emphasis was where it needed to be, which was Ambrose and Rollins. And he managed to find a great way to put both of those guys over, their feud, the gimmick of the match, every fucking thing. As far as I'm concerned, this is this fucking segment that should have main evented Raw. This should have been the way that Raw was ended. Because that's the match that should main event the pay-per-view. That probably won't. But again, it's just more head-scratching crap. Like having Dolph Ziggler and Cesaro wrestle one-on-one. Why are you doing that? Is that telling me that they're not going to wrestle at the pay-per-view? Are you telling me that they're going to have a title match the Monday after Hell in a Cell on Raw? You know, why do that? Why sit there and back off of the Bellas so much when you were so far in on them to now where you're just booking them like another fucking Divas feud? And then you're putting the stipulation on their match at Hell in a Cell that the loser has to be the other's assistant for a month? It's just bad. It's just dumb. And then even when you get to like the main event and it's a 3-on-2 handicap tag street fight, whatever the fuck it was, and you finish the show with Rollins curb stopping Randy Orton. You just basically telegraph potentially the finish to 2 matches on the damn show with that one thing. Why did you have to do that? Why did you feel it necessary to tip your hand so much? Because what I don't understand, this again had me scratching my head, you've got Orton cutting a promo on the Kansas City Royals in the crowd, but you're having him sit there RKO both people just to sit there by the end of the night. Seth Rollins is curb stomping Randy Orton's face into the damn mat. So you have him cut a heel promo, and then by the end of the night, you're positioning him to turn fucking babyface. It's just stupid shit that the WWE does. And I like that Rollins gets the shine here, that gets the profile here, that he's not made to look like an idiot here. That's fine. I just don't understand why they needed to telegraph it so much, because that's the way it comes across to me. Now it just sits there and leads me to believe on Sunday that one or two things, or both things, are going to happen. Either Orton's interfering in Rollins' match, Rollins is interfering in Orton's match, or both of them are fucking happening. And this is where I don't understand. By the end of the night, why do so many people still think, even on Friday, that Lesnar and Orton are going to have a title match freaking at the Royal Rumble? What makes them think that Orton is actually going to beat John Cena? The WWE is telling you at this point in time, unless something changes at the 11th hour and the 59th minute, that they're positioning Cena to take on Lesnar in a couple of months, and they are getting ready to launch into a full-fledged program between Randy Orton and Seth Rollins. When you watch the end of that show and you watch the way things were packaged and presented throughout the night, there is no way possible you could come to any other sensible conclusion other than the fact that Randy Orton is about to turn face and he is going to feud not with Brock Lesnar, but with Seth Rollins. That's the logical conclusion you could draw. And again, like I said, it was just a show full of things that just made me kind of scratch my head. It just gotta hope. Gotta wish. Gotta tough it out. And just pray. As it gets closer to WrestleMania season, gets even closer, hell, at this point in time, to the Royal Rumble, that some people are going to come back and things are going to get better and WWE is going to find its footing in 2015. It's almost like a broken record. Say it every year, and by the end of the year, I'm left disappointed and waiting for the next year to bring me the same shit. And, how foolish is that? The same things happen, deliver the same result. I expect something different to happen, even though the WWE I know is going to do the same thing, expecting a different result. You yada, yada, yada. You get the fucking point. Again, just a lot of things that left me scratching my head. Why did you need to have Rusev do that thing with the troops? Was that really the right place or time to do that? And was it really the right idea to do that anyways? That sounds like something more so you should have been doing on the road to a WrestleMania or a SummerSlam, not on the go-home show before Hell in a Cell. I'm just saying. The whole thing with Cena having an opportunity to potentially wrestle again for the world title. That makes no fucking sense at all. And sure, the sheep will sit there and say you're thinking too much into it and you're looking too much into it. Just enjoy the fucking shit. No. How about the WWE take some pride in what the fuck they do, get off their fucking fat, lazy asses, and bother to at least try to give us an entertaining, compelling 3-hour show and take some pride in their writing and saying, hey, even if nobody else cares, we fucking do. Let's be pros about this and let's show why we're supposed to be the big fucking leagues, not the Bush leagues. I hope Hell in a Cell is good on Sunday, but I have my doubts.